Hey everyone, I'm George Martorano. Welcome to the Fourth World Prison Segments. Okay, today we're going to get right to the nitty-gritty of it, and we're going to talk about death. Death in prison is very different because basically when you're getting near the end, you either languish in the cell and or you're taken to some obscure place, medical facility or local hospital where you're under guard scrutiny, and you're basically you're chained to the bed. One particular death means so much to me. Was a dear friend of mine, and he actually, with the help of me and others, fought to the very end that he didn't want to leave the prison to go through that miserable death alone, just with looking at the ceiling, chained, and the guards are there, and they're there just to watch him. That to mean they're bad guards, and the doctors know he's going to die, so basically they just dope you up. Well, one friend of mine, extremely brave individual, he decided to not do that. He actually wanted to die in a cell with his only friend for a very long time was with me there, and I want you to understand the atmosphere. You're looking at the four walls, and no one in the cell but the man in the bunk, very thin, and I'm up close, as like closer to me I am with this computer camera, and you whisper and you talk and you say things, and you basically the deepest things known to the language between man and man. And I watched this man slowly succumb, and every time an officer, he would force himself to sit up, and he would look like he wasn't dying. And then I got one good officer. We just knew he wasn't going to make it to morning, and we got one good officer who had compassion. And basically, I was in the same cell block. I was living alone, and he was alone, and he let me stay with him that night. And I remember sitting on the bed and close to him as I can, and I held him in my arms, and he looked in my eyes, and I looked in his eyes, and until he held his last breath. And of course, I got myself out of there, and I remember being locked in my cell at the time when they put him on a gurney and took him away, and it was very traumatic to me. Means something to me today. And actually, I did his eulogy. I wrote it and did his eulogy in the prison chapel. I did many eulogies over the years. And now I'm home a little over 90 days, and I got word that another two of my friends have passed away. And naturally, they're in my prayers. When I heard it, I usually like to run. I'm a runner, and I like to run. And I like to say my prayers when I run. But it still bothers me why the old and the sick have to languish when you can put a bracelet on them and send them home for a very minimal cost. And incidentally, when these men do take 6 months to a year die, it's in the hundreds of thousands, ladies and gentlemen, hundreds of thousands. So it doesn't make sense. So death is all a part of us, and it is a part in prison. And there's men and women that succumb horribly. That's another segment of the Fourth World. Remember, tomorrow is the Q&A. Give me your Q&A questions for the Fourth World segment. It's a little different. We do that in color. And tomorrow, the subject is loneliness. How do I relate? Well, from loneliness, being locked in four walls for over 3 decades, I became a poet, self-taught poet. So again, we meet in the Fourth World segments on Monday and Thursday, and then the Q&A on Friday. Good day, ladies and gentlemen.